Organ donation and transplantation continue to raise critical questions about health, faith, ethics, and the law. In this report, we spoke with an Islamic cleric, a Christian clergyman, a medical doctor, a lawyer, and residents of Abuja. From the religious angle, clerics explained how Islam and Christianity view organ donation, consent, and saving lives.
Organ donation in Islam has seen about two views from the ulamas, and majority of them going that it is halal for a Muslim to donate his or her organ. And organ donation generally can be perceived in two ways. The first being when somebody is alive, and second when somebody is dead. So, and all this has been categorized to be halal based on certain conditions. The first category, when somebody is alive, certain organs in Islam are accepted to be given. And these organs have to be those that will not affect the donor.
Scriptures that talks about organ donation. Okay, you can give organs, yeah. But there are scriptures based on the teachings of Jesus Christ. In John chapter 15, verse number 13, it says, "Greater love had no man than this, and a man laid down his life for his friends." So he showed us that example, laying down his life for mankind to donate body organs, to be able to revive, to save a life. It's okay, by his standards that he has laid for us.
As a human being, I support anything that preserves the lives of other human beings. Anything at all that we will do to save the lives of human beings.
When you talk about this trafficking, this illegal practice, today some people look at it as if it can be a venture, a means of getting rich. And we hear of the unfortunate this thing where they say they take some girls also go and that they take something from their body and then they give them some amount of money, and they also see it as this thing. It's very illegal, it is very wrong, and if the law catches up with you, it is a very serious offense, and you could go into jail for quite a long period of time.
Selling an organ in Islam is haram. It is acceptable for someone to donate a kidney to someone who has a failing kidney, because you are reviving that person. You are giving life to that person, which a verse in Surah Al-Ma'idah said, وَمَنْ أَحْيَاهَا فَكَأَنَّمَا أَحْيَا النَّاسَ جَمِيعًا, that whoever revives a single soul, a single life, is just like he has revived a whole nation or the whole of Ummah.
Now, he says, chapter 13 of John, verses 34, 35, he says, "A new commandment I give unto you," he said, "love ye one another as I have loved you." It's okay to donate, but it's not okay to sell. If you're doing it on the basis of what Christ has taught, love, which is the motivation, it's okay.
However, there are other donations. There are other organs like the pancreas. I know that the pig, the animal pancreas is very, very similar to a human pancreas for those that have diabetes. And it is medically advised, that you can transplant, the organ to the human being. It's the right of a patient to choose the medical treatment or to choose not to have any medical treatment. In an emergency, what I described first is in the normal situation. I am having malaria or I have a headache, and I come to you as a doctor and you give me medicine. I say, no, I don't want that treatment. I can go away. It's my right as a patient. But in an emergency, it is incumbent on the doctor to do whatever it takes to save the life of that patient. But I know so many cases where doctors have acted in good conscience and they have got into trouble with the law.
On the streets of Abuja, people shared mixed views, support for saving lives, but also concerns about faith and safety.
If it comes to someone that's related to me, someone that has so much love, be it family member or friends, yeah, I can do that for that person. I can't do that for money, but I can do it for love. that I have for someone.
If I want to donate organ to a person, definitely I will donate it willingly, free of charge, without any financial attachment to it. And if there is any sentiment of money attached to it, I won't do that.
I have to answer in the two places. One, as human. Secondly, as a Christian. Human, to be honest with you, I have to do it. Because same way, if it happens, I'm a victim, and I find out that people are not helping me, how do I feel? I feel bad. So as for me, as human, I have to do it, especially in terms of kidney. We have cases like that, where people donate kidney and all that. But finally, the truth of the matter is, as human, you're up to donate kidney. Help one another.
Nowadays, like girls and even guys, they actually donate for money. They sell one of their organs for like huge amount of money, like millions of naira. But personally, I feel like I can never donate an organ if a family member is not dying. So even if I have to donate to a family member, I have to be sure that my own life is safe, that I can actually work with one kidney before donating.
Organ donation is not something that is bad. You understand? Provided there is an option for the donors. Like kidney has two. When you are talking of life savings, you can go to any length in getting it done. So far, it will not affect your own life too.
Well, I think if it's to save a life, life is very necessary. Be it for religious reasons. I think in a situation where I find someone that is dying and giving my kidney or giving whatever I have to save that person will help, then I'll go a long way to do it. But if it's for personal or selfish reasons, like girls of nowadays that donate their eggs, I don't think it's quite something good to do.
By informed consent, it means that one, the donor is well aware of what he's going to go through, that he's going to undergo a surgical procedure. They'll open him up and remove that organ. And he's also aware of any consequence that will come after that procedure is done on him. And that he agrees to it. For example, where the donor is not really learned enough or does not understand the language which the doctor is communicating to him, there has to be an interpreter. That interpreter must be knowledgeable both in the language the doctor is communicating to and also the language the donor understands, so that he can explain to him very clearly that this is what they're about to do and this is the implication, and that he agrees to this procedure and that he does not mind any adverse effect that may occur in future after the procedure. In the case of the person that is not, that we call him illiterate, there is what we call the illiterate jurat. A jurat is a statement that you provide under the consent to say this donor does not understand English. And then I have provided an interpreter, his name, address, and everything is there. And he has interpreted to the donor. And the donor knows or understands or appears to understand everything that he has been told by the interpreter. And he now consents that this procedure should take place. Now, the donor, because he's an illiterate, will now thumbprint, and then the interpreter will now sign that this is what has happened.
For many Nigerians, organ donation is more than medicine. It is a legal, ethical, and personal decision. Kabiru Abdulrauf, S24 Television.